Ethan, go. And then turn those lights on.
Okay.
Red dot or something?
Oh, hi, my name's Devin.
I'm Layla.
My name is Abby Scott.
I'm a double major, one in film and digital media and the other in communications.
I'm a musical theater and human development and family sciences double major, and I have a minor in stage combat.
My major is musical theater. I'm a double major. I'm also doing family sciences and human development.
I'm passionate about telling stories and connecting with other people, and so I think that's why I decided to pursue musical theater. Just because I love acting, but then I also love singing, so and it's a great way to not have to choose between those two passions. And
I've been doing theater since I was 6. I kind of had the privilege or the gift, I guess, of always knowing it was exactly what I wanted to do. Theater kind of gave me a place to belong. I had never really felt like that before. I'd always felt a bit like an outsider. I really enjoyed the act of doing all 3 things that I enjoy, which is singing, acting, dancing, all that.
Sometimes, I don't know, there's long periods of drought of I haven't thought of any story ideas, and then sometimes it'll just suddenly come from a burst of passion, maybe something happened in my life, or maybe I just watched a really good movie, and I'm just I gotta make something, and I put it in a script, and I just start calling all my friends, and I just start, getting it together, and, it takes a lot of work to get it to the final process, and or the final product, and have an actual short film made. But I just have a good network of friends and people that will help me, and people that I know that can get me to making that final product.
what I really love about being able to just get into a character and act is that sort of escape. You get to be in their mind, and I like being in the moment when I act and thinking the thoughts that the character would have in that moment, as not as myself, but as in my brain, as I'm going through a piece, because I think it's just about being present, because I feel like you can't get an audience to do something if you're not trying to do it yourself. So
probably actually filming it. Writing is always difficult, and editing is fun to see it come together, but when you're in it filming, everybody's there, you get to I hang out with a lot of people, and I surround myself with people that I enjoy making films with, so it's fun. That part of the process is the most fun, because I get to be with my friends, and we get to try out all this new stuff, and I get to see my vision come to life, and I get really excited after a good take. I'm let's go, it's amazing, it looks great, and I think that's probably my favorite part that I get to do.
I guess just really digging in and going for it. There's not a lot of jobs where you get to be passionate about something and you get to really get hands-on, especially before getting into this space. That's kind of the most enjoyable thing about it, is getting to be imaginative and getting to play around with your fellow actors and really seeing what lands and getting to take multiple approaches. That's what I think is my favorite part, is getting hands-on.
I think especially in this climate, it's difficult to think about having a future in the arts, just considering everything that's going on, politically and stuff like that, and socially. So I added the double major this semester right before I had a meeting with my advisor, because I was just panicking. I was thinking about oh my god, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get a career, after this? Because it's not guaranteed in any way, shape, or form. What's really stable for me is doing what I'm passionate about. So that's what keeps me going, I guess, is knowing that doing what I love will sustain me. And I think if there's a will, then there's a way.
A little bit, but I don't really do that anymore. I think I've gotten enough experience and I have enough connection where I don't feel that necessarily I'm gonna fail. I think, you know, I have big aspirations and big dreams. Everybody wants to be at the Oscars and like make, you know, big, huge movies. But I think even if I work in the film industry in some capacity, I've succeeded. And I just love making movies. And I think that really as long as I'm doing that as in some capacity, I've succeeded because it's what I love doing.
I would say if it's something that you love, go for it. I would hate to regret spending the rest of my life not knowing what I would have done if I hadn't gone this direction, or spending the rest of my life where I feel like it's not the right fit for me, like 9 to 5 in a cubicle, I think would kill my soul. So if you're having second doubts, understandable, but if it's something you love, why not chase it?